we see the clearest reality privilege is this difference between somebody who is spending enough or a valued enough customer to be able to have access to a human when they need it, as opposed to one that gets put in these cold stacks. They're not allowed to speak to a human. They just have to deal with everything themselves or only have the bots to deal with. And I think what we see there is that's fine to a certain extent and with low transactional calls, but it goes back to what we were saying before. You've still got to build a human into the system at some point and allow people to be able to connect. And we see increasingly like subscription models are absolutely on the rise with brands, rethinking of loyalty. There's a very famous supermarket in the UK that is in the press often for how they run their own loyalty card service. And that in itself is an example of this. If you're a member of that special club, you get all sorts of privileges that otherwise you don't get if you're not a member of that club. But that involves, obviously, there's a trade-off. You're giving your data, you're giving something over to be a member of that club so that they can keep personalizing. And I think that this is we can start to see that with customer experience as well. And I think that we have to build for solving these complex issues. We can't just leave people only to have these automated transactional experiences. And I think my fear is that unless you're a member of these clubs or these subscription services, or you've given off all your data, then you don't get any help at all and you don't get anything. And I'm seeing that creep in more and more into experiences. If you don't sign up for our subscription list, if you don't give us your date of birth, if you don't give us your phone number, then you can't have the discount, then you can't have it gets a bit cynical.